I feel like, this thing might just tick me off. Okay, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Nice building over there. Laser reaches all the way over there. Not there, okay. Point the controller at start and press the trigger button to begin. Okay. Steps of Privilege collects anonymous user data. Oh gosh, I'm already napped. By clicking continue, you're agreeing to the privacy policy and terms and conditions. Who has the time to read all that crap? Movement mode. Click the option that works best for your play area. If you aren't sure, continue stationary. Select the skin that best represents you. I'm not that. I'm not that. I'm not that. That is winner. We'll go with this. Hello? Is anyone else here? In real life? No? Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Potential to create a safe space to address challenging topics and democratize the sharing of meaningful life experiences. We trust that this experience will serve as a launching point for more meaningful discussions around diversity, equity, and inclusion. The total experience is around 15 minutes. If you do not feel comfortable speaking, please click past those sections. This is not multiplayer. The other characters are pre-programmed. Certain aspects of this experience may make you uncomfortable. That is okay. This time is for your own self-growth.
Welcome to Steps of Privilege. My name is Meg, and I'll be your facilitator today. You are now in a safe space where you'll explore the nuances of privilege and identify ways you can help build a more inclusive community and successful workplace.
She's a crayon-colored.
To get the most out of our time together, I encourage you to be open and honest with yourself as we go through this activity. Before we begin, please take a moment to reflect inward and evaluate your own privilege based on any advantages or disadvantages of your social class, age, physical ability, ethnic or racial category, gender identity, sexual identity, religion, and education.
How do you rate your own privilege? I'm gonna give myself a 3.
Great. Now let's do some quick introductions.
Okay.
Please briefly tell us your name, where you live, where you went to school, and your profession. Mitch, would you please start us off?
Hi, I'm Mitch. I was born and raised in Texas, and now live in Sacramento, California. I went to Cornell and Columbia Law, and I've spent my entire professional life at a national law firm.
Hello, my name is Hakeem. I was born right outside of LA, and I still live in Southern Cali. I went to undergrad at a small university on the West Coast, and now I'm a writer and producer for a big Hollywood studio.
But now live in Pennsylvania. Well, my intention was to go to college. It wasn't in the cards for me. I just went straight into working a full-time job out of high school. I'm currently an executive at a large industrial distribution company.
Oh, me. Well, my name is Me. I'm in Texas. Went to school. It was public school. Don't really have a profession. Spent most of my adult time being a homemaker and stay-at-home mom. And, now I'm single.
Hey there, I'm Amelia. I was born in Honduras but moved to Florida at a very young age. I'm currently in management at a rapidly growing big box retailer.
Hi, my name is Carrie. I was born and raised in Maryland, where I still live today. I went to school at Northwestern Princeton and had a short stint at the University of Beirut before joining Special Ops in the police force.
My name is
No,
Farhad.
she's
I
a
came to the
cop.
from MIT. I've spent most of my career at a large tech company in Silicon Valley.
Thanks for introducing yourselves. For this activity, please listen to my statements and follow the
Yes, ma'am.
instructions given. For
Okay.
example, when I say, if you have blue eyes, take one step forward, only people with blue eyes will move forward and everyone else will stand still. If the statement does not apply to you, then
Carrie's
please
gonna move
click
forward and
stay.
Mitch is gonna move forward, I bet.
All right, please stand in a line facing me and let's get started.
Oh, begins. Sorry.
If English is your first language, take one step forward.
I don't like that.
If you can
step
show
movement.
affection for your romantic partner in public without fear of ridicule or violence, take one step forward.
Without fear of ridicule or violence, that's pretty. I'm gonna stay.
If you feel respected for your academic performance, take one step forward.
Well, my brain's pretty good, but
If you were ever
People want that
discouraged from an
stupid
activity
paper.
because of race, class, ethnicity, gender, disability, or sexual orientation, take one step back.
class and disability.
If you've ever been discriminated against in the workplace due to your age, despite your capabilities, take one step back.
Step back.
If you can generally travel in a car or airport without fear of being singled out by police or security, take one step forward.
Oh no, no, whoa, no, no. Every time I've flown ever since 9/11, they've always grabbed me at the airport, and I panic every time I see a cop. Oh, so I'm staying. Sorry.
If you are able to attend social gatherings without fear of assault or harassment, take one step forward.
Well, if it's a social gathering, I should be fine. I don't think, unless I walk into a social gathering of rapists. Oh, back at zero
If you were
anyway.
ever made fun of or bullied for something you could not change or was beyond your control, take one step back.
Ah,
If being able to vote in local and national elections is easy, comfortable, and accessible for you, take one step forward.
yeah, it's
If you have never
must not be
struggled
as-
with
the
mental
United
or
States
physical
citizen
health,
then.
take one step forward.
If what?
If you have never struggled with mental or physical health, take one
Physical.
step forward.
I'm staying, I guess.
We are now halfway through the activity. Please take a moment to look around the room and reflect on your position versus others.
How'd you end up behind me? Sure, Mitch would be at the front of the line. Being a lawyer,
Okay,
and all.
let's get back into it. If you have ever been profiled at work or in public by someone else using blatant stereotypes, take one step back. If you can make mistakes and not have people attribute your behavior to flaws in your racial or gender group, take one step forward. You were breaking rules when you'd done nothing wrong, take a step backward.
Ha! Yeah. I was sexually harassed, and I'm the
If
one
you
who got
suspect
fired.
you have ever had an email or resume ignored or discounted by the recipient because of your name, take one step backward.
Well, that's pretty friggin' hard for anybody to figure out. I'm gonna stay. Because there's no way I can prove it.
If people with your identity are mostly portrayed as good and/or powerful in TV and other media, take a step forward.
If people what?
If people with your identity are mostly portrayed as good and or powerful in TV and other media, take a step forward.
Yeah, well, thanks to feminism, stay-at-home moms aren't very powerful.
If there was ever substance abuse in your household, take one step back.
Oh, God.
If you have always assumed you'll go to college, take one step forward. If you ever tried to change your appearance, mannerisms, or behavior to avoid being judged or ridiculed, take one step back.
Oh, Jesus.
If it is assumed that you will get time off work for your religious holidays, take one step forward.
No, because the only holidays we get off are what the government says. I'm staying.
If you would have a safe and affordable place to live if you lost your current home on short notice, take a step forward.
No, I'm in big trouble. I kind of already am. Oh, I keep forgetting to push the button, sorry.
That completes the questions. Please take another look around the room and reflect on your position. Please click on others to learn more about their story and some of the factors that influence their steps forward and backwards.
I want to hear about Mitch. Click on the other participants.
I'm really in a constant struggle between the privilege associated with being a white male and the obstacles of being openly gay. While I'm very respected for my academic achievements and professional title, I find myself constantly worrying if being open about my sexuality will negatively impact certain
My parents moved our family to Florida when me and my sisters were still in elementary school, so I don't remember much of Honduras except for pictures and old videos. My parents were able to find well-paid and consistent work to provide a pretty standard middle-class life for all of us. The American dream, as they say. I had planned to go to college until having a child delayed those aspirations indefinitely. I was able to start at an entry-level role at a rapidly growing retailer, and after over 20 years of contributing, I'm proud to say I run an entire store. While I love my job and level of responsibility, being a woman with a foreign accent and appearance, I find myself frustrated that I have to prove why I deserve my position of power instead of it being assumed that I'm qualified to be here. I hope to continue to use my voice as a leader to make my colleagues aware of interactions like this that they might not even consciously be aware of.
Yeah, you need to see, that's what stuff does to people when you say hire people based on their skin color. Nobody knows if anybody's qualified anymore. Okay. I think I've heard enough. Okay. Is that it?
As you heard today, power and
really
privilege
annoying.
can affect our lives even when we are not aware it is happening. By acknowledging these privileges, you can recognize specific ways that you can help break down systems that favor certain individuals over others. Can you think of an opportunity where you can use privilege or power to actively build a more inclusive and equitable community or workplace?
Check.
No action is
Amelia
too little
was
or
one
big.
step behind me, and she
Touch the
friggin'
orbs floating
got this
around
great
you
job
to
and
hear
everything.
real reflections from others that have been here before you.
Oh, I am not doing
You'll
that.
also have the ability to record your own reflection. Please use this opportunity to identify an action that you will hold yourself accountable to.
Ah, okay. Touch the orbs.
I will integrate inclusion metrics directly into our corporate goals. Inclusion is key to our growth and innovation, but more work needs to be done in order to clearly...
I'm interested in being better.
I make a commitment to talk about race and reflect on race on a daily basis.
I will be respectful and kind and think about...
I will make a proactive effort to connect with my colleagues in a meaningful way I will be able to establish an environment that allows people to thrive and...
This is the end of our activity for
Good.
today. You did a great job being open, honest, and vulnerable. Creating and empowering change is a never-ending process, so please, use today's experience as a foundation to build on in the days and weeks to come. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah. Here we go. I'm in the negative. Okay, that's it. Done. Goodbye, everybody. My answer honestly ended up in the negative. What a load of...